All right, you're good to go.
Okay. My name is Kevin Van Valkenburg. I own the Little Speed Shop in Rochester, New York. Um, we've been around for a couple of years. I've been around for a long time. I started racing when I was really young. And give you a little background. What happened was one thing led to another, and ended up racing, and then ended up working on people's cars here and there, and decided to go to school to be a technician. I loved BMWs, went to BMW school, and then slowly progressed into over like 10 years or so working in the field as a BMW Master Tech, progressed into a position where people were asking me to work on their cars so much on the side that I ended up getting a small garage space and was like, oh, we'll just name it the Little Speed Shop, just do some work on the weekends and stuff. And it instantly turned into like something I hadn't expected, and we became almost full-time immediately, and ended up having to hire my wife and everything else like that. And then the popularity grew with it amongst the BMW Car Club, the Porsche Car Club, some other driver school organizations and things like that. And we ended up gaining a lot of customers through that. And now most of our work is just general repair, and we build race cars too, which is a lot of fun, which was our original goal to set out to do. And it's actually becoming a reality. Right now we have a weekend that's coming up right now that we have 5 cars that we're maintaining, and it's a lot of cars that we have. So one of our customers has just bought a professional race car, and he's getting into starting professional racing, and he's growing. He is learning very, very fast, and it's really neat to be a part of it. And I think we're both growing and learning at the same time together. So it's a lot of fun. And
so give me the general kind of overview, kind of when you get to the track, and
Yeah.
what you can expect,
What-
you're learning, and
yeah, basically when we show up to the track, on our part, what we do is track support and maintenance on the cars. So we'll either go from a full complete build, or somebody will give us their car and say, I don't want to deal with this car unless I just show up to the track. And that's where we come in. And what we do is we'll haul the car to the track, we'll set the car up, get everything ready for them, cleaned up, gassed up, new tires, brakes, everything ready to go. They get in the car, drive around the track. We give them pointers and advice, and during the weekend, and make their weekend as comfortable as possible, and put on a little bit of a spread for them. There's a little food and water and drinks and things like that, and they get to really enjoy their time at the track, and enjoy their car. And it's more like a country club when they get to come to the track, and we do all the work and all the support for them, and they just show up and enjoy their toys, and enjoy their friends actually too. Instead of having to go out there and work on their cars and check their tire pressures and clean their windows and do all that other stuff, they just get out of the car and walk off and go and socialize and feel more comfortable with the learning curve while they're out there, because not everybody's here, not just to socialize, I should say, but also to go a little bit faster every time. If it's to take a tenth off or take 2 seconds off their lap time, we help them with that as much as we can.
And so what is kind of like the atmosphere in general, like during or before, during or after racing's done, even like at night, or lunch or meals and stuff like that?
During that time, there's a lot of social activity that goes on, and there's people from all different walks of life that are out here, and there's people that can barely afford it to people that are extremely wealthy, and everybody, the atmosphere when you get to the track, everybody becomes one. Nothing else really matters.
Cut.
Yeah. It's Ken. Speaking of that.
This is a terrible bloody thing.
Just wait.
I'm going to keep this in the video.
Yeah, keep this in the video.
Okay, I'm going to.
You take off? You want to take your stuff?
Here's a good shot for you.
Yeah. Here. Let me put it over. It's really nice because while the people are out driving, they come back in and they instantly, everybody comes back over, and it's like a little brotherhood. It's like
So you know what I noticed when, like, I didn't know who. Last night, I kind of got the idea. I could tell kind of who was like in charge
Yeah.
a little bit, but like definitely when I'm out here, like I get that somebody's driving and whatever, but I don't know who's really like in charge. Everybody just seems down to earth and like
Yeah.
we talk. Even if
This
they're
is
the
when the
CEO,
people are-
owner of the company.
Yeah, like the
they'll,
guy, like,
just,
well, I
shoot
mean,
shit with me.
like Ken, and then
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
you got a guy
Yeah.
like that owns Invisible Glass.
Yes, exactly.
So I
And I
think
didn't know
he
who
actually
owned it. I'm
invented
like,
it
I'm
or
trying to
something
talk
like
to these
that
guys,
too.
Like,
I mean,
like you're pretty down to earth and talking about like,
worth
whatever,
tons of money.
so.
You think they might be a
Yeah.
little stuck up, or
It's
you know,
it's
but
cool.
they're not. They're
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying is like the cool thing is that the people that don't, they barely have enough, but they have the passion, and they're out here anyway, and they're scrounging together nickels and pennies to get out here to do it. They're all out here too, so there's a huge spectrum. The one thing that's like we talked about, what's really cool about the whole community is that everybody respects each other, and once you're respected in the community, you can go really far because you have one guy that has it could have a business or sell a service or something like that, and you instantly meet somebody else, you start talking, and all of a sudden you're networking, and the networking turns into business pretty quick. So it's like I've met, I don't even know how many people that I've like introduced to each other, and now they're either just doing business exclusively, or they've met other people through them, and it just blows up. It goes really fast,
or just
and
friends.
it's just friends. You get friends for life, because once you get out on track, there's something that you just really can't experience. You go golfing and do things like that, and you have a respect for another person's golf game or something like that. But when you get out here, your life is in other people's hands, and you have another really good driver, and you guys get in a close situation. You walk out of it, and you're got a bond that you've never had before with someone else, and it's pretty neat. And then there's your friendship. That's where it comes from.
I think that was awesome.
Yeah.
I think we're